Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 and the 34.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On second and goal, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game, and he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Watson on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A shotgun snap for Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Jackson on first down. He finds Bateman over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The 20. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cooper, the man in motion left. On 1st down, Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. Here's Watson. Quick slant completes into Njoku. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Man open, here is Jones. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Watson looks to throw again. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku as the 1st half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's the 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong 1st half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the 1st half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 64 yards. And the Browns Ravens have got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. It's just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. In motion left, that's Cooper. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They're going for it with Dobbins. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Cooper, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. Complete to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And again, it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you have the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
And the Ravens taking the field.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd down and goal. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 31-28. 2:23 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion left, that's Cooper. On 1st down, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again is Watson. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cooper, the man in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a gain of 35. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. In motion left, that's Cooper. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Ravens,
a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.